Are we good? Yes, we are good. Everything displaying properly? I think so. Well, I saw some flashing there. What is that? That's not supposed to... Huh? What in tarnation? Why is that? Looks good to me. Then what am I seeing then? Certainly a wild trip to see Spiral Knights again. That's, like... I tend to play this game like 2 or 3 times a year. Sedra got possessed by Engineer for a second. Okay, I think the, like, visual glitching is only happening in OBS. It's been happening with a lot of stuff on my computer lately, just like things flashing behind currently active programs. Anyway, yeah, I like Spiral Knights a lot. It is a old classic MMO. I've streamed it like twice before. I kind of want to like do so regularly. So I guess today I'm just going to like do dailies. And then maybe some arcade. If I had streamed this a few days earlier, I probably could have done the anniversary event on stream, which is honestly not really that special. Do you need to get back into it, especially having the Metal Sonic suit? Yes, I have that too! Because I bought Sega CD. I bought Sonic CD! And I didn't like it very much. Not that there's anything like... I don't know, like... Sonic CD is kind of a mixed bag. It's sort of a good game, but my problem with it has just been like, sort of like, it doesn't really know what it wants to be. Otherwise the grind for the 1 million crowns was going to be hell. I have never really been good at painting on the money in this game. I think right now I've got like 107,000, and that's like typically more than I often carry at a time. I've just sort of like finally started running out of things to buy. Like, I'll finish a couple quests and then I'll just go to the auction house and then I will come back empty-handed and I'll just like load up on a couple costumes or something. When what I really want is Divine Valkyrie Wings, which I have been waiting for... Let me turn the volume on. I have been waiting on those for like 9 years. 9 frickin' years! The last time I had enough money to buy them, I got outbid considerably. The market do be chaotic. Yeah, like... okay, so... one of the, like, main ways that people suggest you make money in this game is by getting recipes from Basil. But the problem is that the most people that are playing this... What the heck? That was weird. The problem with that strategy is that, like, most of the people that are currently playing this game have been playing for, like, years and years, and they don't, like, have any reason to buy recipes. And most of the popular ones are ones that, like, everybody has by this point. Like, I have a Dark Thorn Blade recipe that I've been trying to get rid of, and it's just like, every time I go to the auction house, there's like 4 of them up. It's just like, how am I supposed to compete with that? That's a weapon that everybody wants. I forgot which sprite I had equipped. That reminds me, I need to feed the little bugger. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Come on. So other than this and a little bit of VR chat, I've been mostly just doing, like, journey mode building in Terraria. I swear I used a nostril cleanser, like, right before I started, and already it's losing its effectiveness. A Vitapod is welcome, yes. I think, though, that once I'm, like, a little bit richer, I'm probably going to be, like, doing that thing that I do where I may just make, like, a bunch of builds and I have, like, a different outfit for each of them. So this outfit I might do for, like, my gunner build or something. In Invincible, Optimus Prime killed Megatron. Really? Okay. Like, Invincible the show? Little, richer. Voice actors. Oh, okay. I need to feed the little guy. Oh, dirt. Orb. Orb. Starting to get the really good level ups. 2 in a row. And a skill point. I guess. Cooldown. Candlestick keep levels I have probably run through, like, hundreds and hundreds of times. Just trying to get the Book of Dark Rituals, which I never got. Every year I try to make a point to, like, return to this game just so I can try and do the cat event again. And every time I just spend, like, 50 hours just going through Candlestick keep levels. Speedrunning them as fast as possible because, like, it doesn't matter how many cats you kill. It doesn't matter how much of the level you actually play, because the chance for a black cat to show up is determined whenever they spawn. So the question is just seeing as many spawns as possible. Reminds me, the anniversary event is kinda like that, except that it's like... It's standard Clockworks levels, which, for one, are a lot more profitable and a lot more fun to do than Candlestick Keep. And also, it's just event rooms, so you can just play normally. And if you get one, that's great. You can speedrun the levels if you want to. I got at least enough for the new shield they were offering, which would make that my first costume shield. I got it because it kind of looked... I've actually been watching Vinny play Tears of the Kingdom, and it kind of looks like the Zonite shields. I can probably think of a loadout that it would look good in. I do have a tabard. I'm forgetting you can actually, like, shield push the Grimwall fence, whatever they're called. Thinking of, like, the events that this game actually does do well, there's certainly not very many of them, but, I am quite fond of the Tortodrone one, because it's quite consistent to get through. Christmas one I also did on stream, and that was just painful. I think Shroud of the Apothecary is alright. I just don't think it's not very fun, but it's pretty consistent. If you just, like, keep playing it, you will eventually just get stuff. It's not like... Cataclysmic Confrontation is so bad. It's like, not only do you have to, like, go out of your way to grind this, like, super hard to find enemy spawns, but they also have to drop their, like, super rare item drop whenever you kill them. Because getting the tokens just doesn't mean anything, because in order to use the tokens for anything appreciable, you have to get the rare item drop. And the armor from that is super meta, because it's like, I think one of two things in the entire game that give a movement speed increase. It is a nightmare, I know. So I have very much experience with just running through these levels as fast as possible, getting, like, no kills. And because of that, you're not even profiting off of it. Like, at least with the Tortodrone one, you have to go to Fiend levels, but at least you're going there to kill things. And the black cats that are guaranteed to spawn during the event missions are, like, hard-coded to also not drop that item. Or any tokens, for that matter. Sedra, exciting news? Go on. I'm listening. Android 17 Beta 4 is out. I do not care. Oh yeah, didn't I have a knight following me? I think the rescue mission may have failed. Are we talking like Dragon Ball Android 17? Are we talking about like Android, the operating system version 17? I don't know. I don't really care either way. Beta 3 has been giving me shit sometimes. I hope this 4 is better. I have no context, nor do I have any investment. I'm doing it again. I'm walking towards the auction house. I want to check. Low eyes. Are there any wings up? Divine dragon wings. Cool. I gotta say, some of these wings do look like really good, and they've been adding a lot more. iPhone user? Yeah. What have we here? That's fiend levels followed by compounds. That is cancer. One, however. Ooh! That's 28 arena. I used to use an iPhone. I have an iPhone and I hate it. I've pretty much hated it since the moment I got one. Oh, also, I'm about to be heading into a sleep level, so my sleep bomb is not going to be very good. I loved my iPhone. I guess, like, objectively speaking, iPhone provides a pretty decent user experience, but, like, the first thing I tried to do when I got my first phone was like, oh cool, I know what I want to do. I want to make like a ringtone that is like a sound effect from one of my favorite games. And then I like put it on there and there's like absolutely no option whatsoever. Because they expect you to just do everything through the Apple Store. There is now. I mean, I'm sure there's like a way to like force it. That would be very nice. I've heard some people say that there's like a website that'll convert it into a format that the phone thinks is like from the iCloud store or whatever. So like custom ringtones is a thing on iOS now. Really? I'll have to check that out. Also, I got the cocoa. I got the cocoa that I spent the entire last time I streamed this working to get. I probably should have mentioned before. I typically always leave my phone on silent. Kinda just don't like getting bothered by it, but as a result, I'm also like never around when someone really needs to talk to me. I think this is also the one puzzle in the entire game where having a bomb is actually better. I like bombs. I would like to use them more often. I want to make a dedicated bomber build at some point. Simply because it's just a playstyle I've never really, like, tried to do main. I kinda just didn't use bombs at all until, like, a couple... When I got, like, the Chaos set, I was just like, alright, I kinda just have a free maximum charge speed bonus, so... yeah, sure, why not? I'll throw a bomb into my repertoire, just have some fun with it. And since then, I've just been like, oh my god, bombs are awesome, why have I not started using this sooner? You know, actually, I'm starting to realize why I never have money in this game. It's because whenever I get money, I'm just like, ooh, I want to get more equipment. And then I end up selling the equipment later because I just really want the money. So, you know, maybe I'm just cool with what I have. Uh-oh. Oh, that hurts. Ow. By the way, the party is open. So if anyone wants to join, I am just chilling. You know, actually, I should probably comicify. Just in case. Just in case someone shows up and says something unscrupulous while I'm playing. Technically speaking, I think this is the newest level added to the game. I don't remember if this was before or after they did the treasure vaults. Also, I don't know if I've ever had fun doing a treasure vault level. Now that I think of it, I might have enough crystals to do like a forge, maybe? I've got 71. Okay. Why not? Haha! That was risky. I'm probably not going to, like, take that much of a risk the next time I have to forge that. Forge the Fires of Destruction. I never really cared for the new forging system. I say new, even though it's been in the game since, like, 2013, but, like... I definitely prefer this way over, like, the old way of, like... You had an energy system before, so, like... Yeah, it's grindy, but at least I can play as much as I want. I'm just gonna take the hit. Oh god. Oh no, that's an evil place to put that. I got another guy at least. This guy is stacked. He's got a soaker and an orbit gun. Oh, he's got the Porto Fist too. That's amazing. Got one of those, but it's for piercing, and like having a piercing gun is kind of just redundant considering the Blitz needle exists. said. A little bit, maybe. Hey, we've got a third. Very nice. What is that gun he has? Peppermint Peter? I think I ended up with power gamers. Of course. It is a peppermint repeater. Uh-oh. I'm not gonna get help, am I? Oh. Oh yeah. I should have some of these. Quarter trove. Very nice. As far as, like, other exciting announcements go, like, I had a lucid dream not long ago, and in it I was able to girlify myself. I don't remember precisely what happened in it, but, like, I think there was, like, an AI that was just like, we have analyzed your history and have tailored this experience to your specifications. And I was just like, okay, well, if you say that my mind created this place, maybe that means that's more literal. And so I went lucid, and I managed to just, like, white space the dream, and then I just sort of, like, willed myself girl. Very more. I have like 50 of them, but whatever, I'll take it. At some point, I think I would like to add more redeems. So what does Basil have, anyway? Oop. Oh. Okay, that actually looks really cool. Pretty much almost every single one of these is just available in Hall of Heroes. I'm also pretty used to running through these levels just because this is one of the places you can get orbs easily. I think 4-star orbs specifically. Just one of the missions just starts you here. I would like to play this a lot more often on stream. It's just like... It's one of those cases where I just can't think of very much to say. I'm pretty good as far as, like, story games go in that regard, but, like... I think, like, one of the things I'd like to do is just, like, stream myself doing whatever more often. I tend to only stream when I want to, like, have something good to say. Yes, I'd like to try drawing more often. As a matter of fact, I have plans to do my own channel art. One of these days I should also probably max out my shield. Construction zone next, I think. The other guy logged off. Oh shit! I just realized! I forgot to change my category! Oh, how embarrassing. See Daisy. Hi, Sedra. Hi, Danny. I forgot to change my category. That's very embarrassing. I was streaming for almost an hour in Spiral Nights and nobody would even know it. How am I doing? I have been pretty awful the past couple weeks, but I'm hanging in. I talked about it more at the start of the stream. I don't really want to go into it again. I would love it if my friends played this with me more often. It's just that I'm endgame, and getting other people to the endgame is kind of an exercise in frustration. Thinking of putting a new bed in my room. I did yard work today. It was really, really hard on me. It's one of those situations of just like, I like plants a lot. I like having a lot of shade and a lot of vegetation in the backyard, but also like, it's a jungle back there and getting around is nearly impossible. Bark is nice. That he deserves all the pets. Well, thank you. Again, the move toggle is turned off for the time being. I'll probably re-enable it in the future. I just kind of don't want to have that played with right now. Also, this might not be like a now thing. It's probably going to come into play a lot later, but I am thinking of having like my own Discord server for like my stream community. I don't think it's like really big enough just yet to like justify it. So on Sunday, I'm replacing my dresser and putting up a gaming desk. Another treasure trove! Cool. I think all things considered, Treasure Haven wicked. I think the treasure levels do it like have a slightly lower return on investment. Oh! Is it worth it though? There's two sparks there. I don't know. You especially get less rewards when they just arbitrarily gate off some of the rewards. This level would basically be a jackpot if anyone cared about materials. I mean, minerals. Is it worth it? It is! Look at the heart, too. If you time it right, you can just destroy them while they're still, like, mid-air. Usually easier if you're using guns, but quite complicated if you're a swordie. There's nothing over here. We've been bamboozled. The level design is mean to us. Also, it's kind of bizarre, but I think since, like, the last time I streamed this game, or maybe before that, even, the devs just suddenly started giving a shit about it again. Actually, yeah, it would have been, like, before the last time I streamed it, but, like, especially recently, they've been fixing a lot of, like, really old bugs. And also adding new features, mostly not, like, actual tangible things, but, like, they added a PvP level editor. Which, I still don't think has, like, added any replay value to the PvP. It's kind of just, like, genuinely awful. The Bomberman type game mode is alright, but, like, besides that, you're pretty much just running against, like, everybody that's using the exact same build. One of those cases where, like, the players have just optimized the fun out of the game. Hey, Radiance! That's most PvP in a nutshell. Yeah, but like... when it first launched and nobody knew how it worked, I loved it because it was just like... it was pretty fun. You had like multiple classes set up. They functioned uniquely compared to like the base stuff. And then over time, ended it, and... they just all ran the same class with the same weapon, and then nobody played the PvP anymore. So now you just, like, if anyone wants to play it, you just have people, like, begging in the chat, like, please, can someone please queue up with me? It's been so long. And then absolutely cluelessly, they will use the same weapons. The very same weapons that cause people to not want to play with them in the first place. It would be like GoldenEye if literally everybody picked Oddjob. It's just like the meta is also the counter to the meta, so you can't even, like, just chill. Like, if you don't pick it, you are just putting yourself at a disadvantage, because, like, it counters itself. Ouch. Ah, yes! Flame Lash, Cadaverous Clash. Sleep Bomb should be okay here. I played a couple days ago with some guys that had managed to duplicate an arena level. So we just got to play the same, like, Depth 28 arena, like, 5 times in a row. Oh, hi, Rizu! I'm sorry for mentioning my, stream in your chat. I wasn't meaning to advertise. I was just, like, saying where I was gonna be. I won't do it again. I'm gonna be lurking because I'm eating dinner. Thank you for lurking, at least. I have not been live in, like, 3 weeks almost, so I'm a little out of practice. probably pay a bit more attention. I don't want to use my revive this early on. Oh god, Reavers! Oh my god, 4 Reavers! Okay, I'm bringing out the bomb. I don't know what to say. Fair, I guess. I hate these guys so much. Can you see how many times each reward has been redeemed? Yes, but I clear it occasionally. Absolutely nobody likes Reavers. Might be a good way to keep track of how many times the high tree has been boosted. Oh, yeah. I could also probably just get stream elements to do it. I'm certain there's a way to get stream elements to track, like, how many times the reward has gone down. What can you tell me about the Reapers? You do die, just refuse. Be so determined you'll be more likely to explode. I, personally, have never exploded, but I know how it would feel. I just know it. I don't know if someone close to Sedra had exploded, but there were tears on set that day. Not Sedra. She was strong for the crew. Care to elaborate? Watch Growth Merengue's Dark Place. I got recommended to it at a VR chat meetup. Oh, why does it work Reavers? Okay. Okay, I'll spark for that. I'll spark because it's a depth 28 arena. I really should test my VR headset and VR chat at some point. You have base stations to go with it, right? Also, I would like to ask that you do not follow me to my Monday group. I know it's kind of selfish, but it's just like, I've kind of learned better at this point than to try mixing my friend groups together. Also, while the Althea model is... What? I have a VR chat group on Mondays. I would prefer that nobody from the MSFI group, like, joins me there. Because, again, mixing friend groups is not always a great idea. I do not think that they would be compatible. Sedra, what? Keeping things compartmentalized for safety isn't a bad idea. Yeah. That's Garth Marenghi's Dark Place from 2004, free on YouTube. Basically a Stephen King parody. It's The Office if it was written by Stephen King. Ouch. Ouch. Ooh. That was almost a big disappointment. Oh, speaking of big disappointments, I think I'm about to die. I was recommending Dark Place to my D&D group as well. I was just like, it's only 6 episodes long. And, like, immediately the guy to the left of me is just like, 6 episodes long? That sounds like a British comedy. It's like, oh, it is, actually. Probably had used my sprite ability there. I'm much more used to having a Seraphix. But why? Why didn't it do the dash? Fucking is so jank. It's jank, but fuck. I love it. Embarrassing. Oh my god, 12 grievers?! I've used like 4 sparks here already, that is so embarrassing. At least the last wave. Whatever, sparks aren't that expensive. Like, they're good, but you don't want to use, like, all of them in one mission. The full arcade run. And my mom is ready to level up. Weird how often they try to sell, like, heat boosting equipment and, like, accessories and stuff, even though, like, almost 100% of the time you're going to end up with far more level ups than you have materials to cash in the level ups. That said, what am I looking for? Am I looking for? Maybe I just want to see if there was like a chef's coat in here. Fair enough, yeah, I did start kind of late. It was just like, oh man, I feel like streaming again for the first time in like 2 weeks. Okay. I'm going to do Dreams and Nightmares solo. First off, improving my speed loadout. And just trying to max out on defense. Honestly, the Darkbriar Barrage is probably going to serve me a lot better here. I need a code name for you. What do you mean? Oh, also spoilers, by the way. I'm gonna go get a drink real quick. Wow, just in time. Sedra, there's someone behind you. That is my knight! Yeah, these cutscenes are unskippable. But also, that's the only one. Certainly gotta get further in the missions. Yeah, so spoiler alert, the core is, actually a prison. And these levels are very painful and unrewarding, but they also have, like, the single highest consistency of, like, the max level crafting material, so... Getting through these levels very quickly and efficiently is always welcome. Like, it starts at depth 25. That is, like, the minimum for the crafting material to actually show up. 28 or something, and, like, also has the single highest concentration of prize boxes in the whole game. Noting, though, I am wearing very underleveled equipment for this. I am kind of just running glass cannon. I had a feeling with the logs before the adventure mode dropped. It is nice to have people in my chat that give a crap about this game, I gotta say. This is a childhood favorite. I've been playing it since 2011. My armor and shield are both 3 stars. Gotta find some other folk to play this with for sure. Had fun with it before the changes with the energy and the, like, 9.6. You know what? I think I don't trust myself. I'm going back to Chaos. It's slightly more HP and it's better charge speed. So I'm losing some damage, but I'm able to use my bombs a bit better. I hate those exploding balls. I haven't actually run this mission in a long time. Usually I just do arcade runs, because I just feel like it provides you with access to more of the game. Also for the same reason that I don't run the final boss as much as I used to. I have no reason to still be here. The gate is open. Enemies in these levels only drop hearts. Speaking of, yoink? Oh right, I gotta go north. Oh, there's a key. I know I do the solo stuff a lot. I do like playing with people, it's just like... I'm not that big into MMOs. If this game had an offline mode, I would play it, like, constantly. Oh, shit! I hate those things. They spawn inside of you and then they follow you. Like, they spawn inside your hitbox, so if you just keep running in the same direction, you just push them around. I have no doubts that I will succeed. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. They're forming a perfect wall! What the hell? So the first two levels of this are always... I come back from making dinner and I see his Nier Automata's hacking minigame. No, this is the last mission in the game, and it's the best one for farming the crafting materials. This is the only one of these levels that is not randomly generated. Your run past everything skills will be put to the test here. Also, I don't think I've done this since they started patching the game again. Did they fix it so that, like, Valen actually fights with you at the end? Oh damn it, I got hit by a stray bullet. No, Valen's stuck at the end still. Also, it has the problem of these, like, black particles just, like, flashbanging you constantly. I believe I used to run Wildfire and Permafroster for this. But I kept them at level 1, so it did crap damage and just made it, like, impossible to proceed anywhere. And then I sold them! I sold them because... I think I just got, like, a better primary, or a better elemental gun than the Wildfire. And I just really needed the money. But I kinda want the Wildfire back, it's kind of a good weapon. Okay, I want space now. I forget you can technically get a faster fire rate by just not doing the third shot. Wintergrave, my beloved. Probably weaken the skeletons enough that I can just bomb the rest of the Wolvers. First death. I'm gonna go now. Alright. Thanks for stopping by, Mystic. I'd be happy to hang out with you after the stream if you're still up. That's great. Uniquely, these slimes are actually weak to elemental damage. And shadow damage. They're also right bastards. Their attack pattern is completely random. And they inflict poison. Funny you should mention Nier Automata. I've been wanting to play the Nier games. But it's just like, okay, you want to play Nier Automata? That's great, but you're gonna have no idea what's going on unless you play Nier. And you're gonna have no idea what's going on unless you play Drakengard. And you're not gonna play Drakengard unless you feel like spending $300 for it. Actually, one of my roomies was wanting to get Drakengard, so, like, maybe I could play it off of him? God damn it. See about the poison. Again, poison. Uh-oh. Oh! Saved by grace. I have so many anti-gremlin weapons. Also, this looks like it's the last wave. I think we're getting through this without having to use a spark. Also, I keep forgetting it might actually be for the best that Valen is stuck behind the gate, because enemies still lock onto her. Oh, again, flashbang! Let me out of here! Huzzah! Mission operation successfully completed. Yeah, there's story going on right now. So many crystals. So many crystals. Yes! What did a hailstorm happen over here yesterday? I just did a bunch of yard work and then it rained. I was not expecting it to rain. It just happened so suddenly. Not a bad hole. How many did I end up getting? Probably like 30 something, right? Oh, exactly 30. For the time investment, though, it's not really all that profitable. I've got 58 now. 102 to max this thing out. Good heavens. Good heavens. It'll be worth it, though. I think I'll do another run on Golden Falcon. But hold on. Let me see if there's any parties that need someone. Wow, a whole lot of nothing, huh? Depth 10. No thank you. Oh, yeah, the shield that I got. It's a costume shield. Blocker. Oh, hold on, I'm kinda in the way of it. I like it. I mean, I thought it was kind of Zonite looking, but maybe not. I just think it looks nice aesthetically, and I did not have to pay any crowns for it. Sedra, would you be interested in playing another MMO game like Adventure Quest Worlds? I'm gonna go with a solid maybe. I think I remember seeing ads for Adventure Quest back when I was a kid, but like, I am very averse to MMOs. This is, like, literally the only MMO that I play. That said, I have been meaning to play Atlas a bit more. I haven't touched it in, like, over a year, I think. Another game I haven't touched in a while, same time, remember when it was a simple Flash game. Yeah. Oh no. I forgot to change my equipment. Well, I suppose I could just restart. Utterly astounded that's still going. I thought it, like, did get shut down and had a revival at some point. I was a founder. Ooh! Some people are astounded this game is still going. I forgot to take off my sleep bomb, but I am not going to let that bother me. I just do not care. If you're not in the loop, this game was originally created by Three Rings, which are the same guys that made Puzzle Pirates, and was published by Sega. But I think Sega just eventually gave them full publishing rights back after a while, and Three Rings disbanded, but they reformed into a company called Grey Havens, which solely exists just to do upkeep on this game. I have engaged in microtransactions just because I like the game, and do not want to see it die. I'm not a whale, though. Good heavens, no. Back in the day, I had actually, I still have it in my inventory here. Divine Veil with increased sleep resistance. That was a super rare thing because sleep was dummied out in the code. There was, like, nothing that inflicted it except for the vial. So there was a brief period where you could get sleep resist on your equipment even though sleep was not in the game. And that was considered, like, desirable. I got that. And then, of course, a couple years later, they add sleep back in. Frankly, I happen to love the sleep bomb. There comes a question in the meta of, like, what bomb do you use? Because a lot of people swear by the Shiver Mist Buster. But Shiver Mist Buster has issues. You know what? I'm just gonna go for the exit. The question is like, okay, Shiver Mist Buster, like, you can freeze enemies. That's good because it keeps them, like, away from your friends, but also, like, freeze is not the most beneficial status effect. The general idea that people have is, hey, howdy, hey, y'all. Hi, Druid. I'm back to streaming after, like, 3 weeks. Let's see here. Wait, does some people really... Account created 2008. Wow. Last access 2016. I'm assuming you're talking about Adventure Quest. Because I don't think this game existed in 2008. Yep, okay. Anyway, the question of, like, freeze versus any other bomb is, like... Freeze is nice, but some people don't like it because, while it freezes enemies in place, it also freezes enemies in place. Technically last access 2026. If enemies are frozen in place, you can't shield push them, and freeze also does not stop them from attacking. Leap, on the other hand, can't be chained because enemies will wake up from it. And when they wake up, they become alert and can't be just left for like 3 seconds afterwards. But Leap is absolutely safe. Enemies just will not attack you at any point of it. The downside, however, is Leap does not affect constructs at all, and also I think maybe some undead. I might be wrong, but... Oh, that's embarrassing. No, we're not taking that. What do we have here? That's 2 compounds, I don't like that. Oh, also, for those who did not notice earlier, we now have a icon for the mana crystals. I kind of just threw it together. I don't know how accurate it is. I might shoot it by Joey sometime later when I feel like talking to him. But yes, I sort of have to like go through this whole shebang with like people whenever they ask me to play an MMO. MMOs are just absolutely a cursed genre for me. This is the only game that has managed to break that curse. Well, I mean, I guess Phantasy Star Online too, a little bit. Whenever I play an MMO, there is just a high probability that sometime shortly after, something disastrous will happen. Friends begged me to play WildStar. Like, 2 weeks after I started playing, the whole game shut down. So Trove got ruined by updates. Club Penguin got ruined by Disney. Let's shut down this beloved social Flash game to make a mobile game. Oh, the mobile game is a flop. Oh well. Does Roblox count as an MMO? If so, I would consider it in the category of ruined by updates. Rogue was ruined by updates. That game was kind of serviceable, and then they decided to rework how the entire crafting system worked. And it was just awful. Friends have begged me so often to play Final Fantasy XIV, but like, I do not pay subscriptions for gaming on principle. I don't care how good it supposedly is. I am not going to pay infinite money to play a game. That said, I think the MMO... I've never gotten FF14 to work ever. Oh, damn. Go to set it up, get a weird error demanding a CD key or verification code? Oh. I got the PS2 version of Final Fantasy XI, though. I don't know if it's even playable. Associated with a keychain with a random code generator. So weird. Nobody has any idea what it is I'm talking about, and I've not been able to get around that. Again, MMOs are just kind of cursed sometimes. I know the pain of, like, CD keys and, like, other sorts of DRM, though, because, like, especially with... I think especially with a lot of EA games, like, I've bought them, and I've played them, but sometimes I'm just like, ooh, I want to play it again, but wait a second. If I do want to play it again, that's going to count as another install in my arbitrarily limited installs. I think Dragon's Dogma 2 did that too. And my other roommate has been sort of begging me to play Dragon's Dogma, which I will eventually. I'm just not going to touch the second game. I heard it was a huge disappointment, and also, like, it had DRM attached to it. DRM of, like, you can only install this on a certain number of devices per day. And it's just like, I don't care if it's per day, it's my game, I should be able to do whatever the fuck I want with it. It's just sort of the principle of the thing. I don't like to play games that just are designed to inconvenience me. I say still playing an MMO right now. It's kind of a cozy game for me. I just sort of play it in bursts, like 2 to 3 times a year. Sedra, you should totally play Epic 14. It has a free trial up to like level 50 or whatever. Yeah! First one's free. The creed of any crack dealer. One crack, please. Alright. How about this for a deal? 2 for the price of 1. Oh, okay, how much? $200? Yeah, okay. Oh, did someone get addicted to crack? Oh. I love Always Sunny. We were talking about it on Twitter a while ago. Apparently it has several banned episodes. I've never been able to get around this, like, modern social media thing of, like, oh no, bad people did a bad thing. Therefore, the like, fictional character in fictional thing did a bad thing. That means that the fictional thing endorses the thing actually, really. Like, come on. I pity watched the first episode of Hazbin Hotel because of that. Despite people insisting that I give it a shot, I've actually not watched any more of that. I'm really not interested. I kinda don't care much for Fizzy Pop's character designs. Oh my god. You know what? I'll cure that. That was a lot of trouble for just 3 freaking treasure boxes. Gotta sack it in. Thank you so much for showing up for this, Isk. I appreciate it. Also, I'll have a response for you sometime soon. I just kinda wasn't feeling it today. Sneakily, these things are off-screen. So you see them if you step on the elevator, but by then you're already on the elevator. No big deal, lady. This level is apparently important enough to warrant the main theme. Big lady deal. I will forever be mad that they finally add sleep slimes to the game, but they call them slooms. It's like, news was right there. Are you guys confused? Go for it. Die. I like the Divine Avengers so much, but like, Unlocking enemies with the rocket hammer is like so sad. Uh-oh, uh-oh. No real damage. Somehow that did not break my guard. The big ones are called Sloombargos. They could have just said, ooh, snooze. That would have been, like, the perfect pun name. Thank you. Yeah, just, taking a nap. Question mark. Toxic Union. It's not really all that impressive. I just kind of really like this game. It's charming. It's cozy. It's fun. I would love for it to get an offline mode if it ever shuts down. Supposed to be able to attack your walls. Some people actually swear by the stun bomb, which, while harder to get, is effective against pretty much everything. You know what? You guys can just fuse over in the corner. I'll, deal with you in a minute. Demon. I need something else to talk about right now, so I want to rant about this game's speedrunner community. That is to say that there are some people who will just decide that they are speedrunning a level, and they will just run as fast as they can, ignore all enemies. I actually once got kicked in the middle of a Vanaduke run just because I was opening treasure boxes. It's like, I know how it feels to, like, be able to speedrun levels. I find it important, but when I do that, I tend to do it either solo or with a group that does only that. So that I do not impose my stupid playstyle onto randos that I play with. It's just rude. What you got for me, Basil? Yeah. I mean, some of these are worthwhile, but, like, most of them I already have, and as mentioned before, I don't really trust the market. There's, like, Crystal Valmire that usually sells for a lot, but also I think everyone has one by now. Whenever I play this game with people that are, like, from my VR chat group, I have to just say, like, hey, you might hi, look at this sword. You may recognize this from Terrors of Nowhere. Or look at this enemy. You may recognize them from Terrors of Nowhere. You may recognize this song from Terrors of Nowhere. Why does that game use so much Spiral Knight stuff? I think once I finish this arcade run, I'm probably gonna be done for the day. I just sort of wanted to have, like, a short stream to get me back into the mood. I didn't really immediately feel like dropping into any of my story games that I'm currently working on. So next time I might do Oblivion. Because, like, I think it might just be time. I think I might just want to, like, finish Oblivion. I've been at it for over a year. I think I stopped in the middle of the Fighters Guild quests, though, so I might want to finish those. After Oblivion is probably going to be Elden Ring. Or, I would like to stream Sleeping Dogs at one point. I haven't played the definitive edition of Sleeping Dog before. I don't know how many glitches they fixed. The glitches were kind of integral to the experience, honestly. Like, that's a buggy game, but at least it's a fun buggy game. I had a really old video from back when I was still human on my channel. Like my main channel, which, honestly, I gotta use that way more often. It's like when I was a kid, I always wanted to, like, get really into video editing. But, like, when I became an adult, I got, like, Vegas Pro. I was just like, okay, what now? It's just like, I've always wanted this, but I'm kind of not really passionate about it anymore. Also, compound level! There they are. Eat those little bastards. Oh god, oh dear, oh no. I wonder, can I hit that from here? I don't think so. No problem. I've still got most of my health. I'll be out of here in no time, I'm sure. Misa back. Hey, John! Ah, shit. I don't know if you're okay with me using your real name on stream. Sorry. I'm probably going to stop the stream once I'm done with my... I prefer if you didn't. My apologies. Force of habit. I'd be happy to hang out with you after this. No worries. You know, it's kind of weird for, like, especially when people are also wanting to become VTubers. Also, I should probably start working on your model again. Sometime when I am more comfortable doing art, I would love to have some drawing streams. It'll take a while, but it'll get done. I'm sorry. Question mark? Very nice. That mob with you. Yeah, they can ride at elevators sometimes. What's we spinning now? I used to jam out to the song on my DS. Oh, that's a play- Yes, that's a player! I've heard rumors that kleptoliths can steal your, like, orbs of alchemy, but I've never seen it happen myself. It's almost always just stuff out of your hotbar. Coin mimics? No, it's just invisible lizards. They did add mimics to this game. They're in treasure vaults though, and they are like really stupid hard to fight. Like they have unavoidable like area of effect attacks. Oh. Blocked by energy gates. I might be able to finagle my way out of that. Or at least check it somehow. Let's see. If I move over here and line myself up perfectly. Not worth it. Unless he wants to pay for it. Oh, eternal. Yeah, it's worth it. I will pay 3 enemies for... I'll pay 3 energy for 3 radiant crystals. Yeah, sure, why not? That's it. How much do I have? I only got 3 left. I should buy some more. Guy is hungry. I'll give you some iron. I think I should also try streaming some, Zelda Randomizer again. It's been a really long time since I streamed it, but, like, back in January I was working on a mod for it to make a custom player model, and, I finished half of it. I never, for some reason, I never actually edited the model to be, like, child-sized. Oh, need a key. Take all of that health, thank you. I think we'll be able to get out without me dying. Oh no, it's another compound! Maybe if we zap around out here for a bit, it might shift. got an orb. Good for him. We're gonna have to do another compact. Oh, it shifted last minute! Oh god, I felt bad for that. I will not complain about having a Depth 28 Clockworks level. These tend to be pretty good on loot. Especially if we get one of these. Oh, that's a rough layout. Oh, this is a really rough layout. I guess the other downside of sleep bombs is that it causes enemies to regen some health, but like, if they're asleep, you could just hit them with a charge attack with your strongest weapon. Trojan. Didn't even break a sweat. What a bunch of stuff. I'm text-chatting with other players. I should probably be narrating it. Like, what are you working on now? I was like, I'm just playing the game. It's fun. It's like, it is? Like, my brother in Christ, you're playing too. Pounds in terms of this now. 28,000 isn't bad. Wait, did I seriously get no fire crystals from that? Wow. Yeah, that about makes up for it. I keep forgetting to use the shields to, like, spice up my melee combos. Also, gotta say, the shield batch is, like, super underrated. If you think about it, it's just, like, a guaranteed way of dealing stun in literally everybody's kit. I guess not everybody's kit, but like, why the fuck wouldn't you take a shield? There's literally no reason not to. There's no downside for having one. And if you don't even, like, care to use the shield, just go with a Swift Strike Buckler or something. Well, that's it. Pretty good haul, I suppose. I think I'm done for today, though. Thank you all so much for joining me. I am going to chill out for the rest of the night, and I'll end on a raid.